Gender equality. What's your take? Racism. Will it ever come to an end? Which is the better religion? How do we select our leaders? Good evening, my name is Andrew Mwelwa Chanda, and it's a sensitive Sunday.
I have a dream.
I have rights. I have the right of education.
And we'll do everything to maintain peace.
The economy is in crisis.
Say his name!
Good evening, it's Andrew Mwelwa Chanda, aka Drew MC. So, of late, many of you have gotten to know me as an entertainer. But one particular thing that you might not know is that I consider myself a humanitarian too. Well, I consider myself a humanitarian, but I have never really taken any action. And that is why, for starters, I wanted to make a difference now. And I introduced this segment to the week called Sensitive Sundays. For a long time, when I saw social injustices and just so much going on in the world, it used to affect my heart so much. But I always decided to keep quiet, and it was because I was afraid, like, if I bring up my opinion or if I try to speak about this, what will people's responses be? I really don't want to get tangled up in there. But I noticed that continued to bubble up within me. And eventually I had to do something. And probably I do not have the financial resources or anything that might do the thing physically, but I have a voice and I have the social media platform. And so I wanted to take advantage of that. So we will cover things that are sensitive, things that people are afraid to speak about, things that even I myself bringing out right now, I'm a bit shaky, from politics to religion to topics about gender equality, anything that includes human welfare. Today I want to discuss something that is not new. It is something that we have experienced for tens of years and hundreds of years, in fact for millennia, I believe. And it is something called division. For starters, what really sparked me finally coming out on this is, first of all, after seeing news about Palestine and Israel, I kept on seeing that, I always try to ignore current affairs, because as I said, my heart would be affected and I feel like, oh, I'm powerless and there's nothing that I can do here. But I kept on seeing this and I kept on seeing this, and I said, I can't just keep quiet about it. Apart from that, my nation, Zambia, we are about to go through our elections in August. It must be in August. And something that keeps on happening, it has been there for such a long time, is the way people keep on clashing, the political parties. Even the political leaders bringing out words against each other that spark division. So yeah, let me even stay in that line. My country is peaceful, though there are a few things there, here and there, that it experiences which I believe are things that we can deal with. And one of the major things is tribal division. This has actually been the determining factor even with choosing who's going to lead us. For a long time, when it comes to choosing who's going to be our leader, it has not been about who is the most competent person, or how are the policies that this person is bringing out, or what does this person want? Is it for their own benefit or for us? One of the major things that people have selected a leader through, the major criteria, is what tribe is this person? What tribe is this person? And it is so sad. It is so sad to see this in my nation. It is so sad, even after all these years of independence, even after we came together to fight against our colonial masters, why would we come to a place of division? Just because I'm Bemba, Yatonga, Lozi, why should this division exist? But though I am proud to see that the younger generation has gotten to look past things like tribe. You know, I've traveled to another country. I came from Zambia, came to China 4 years ago. And when I came here, I don't think there's such a thing as, oh, this one is Lozi, this one is Tonga. I think I can't remember the last time I ever remembered someone saying, what tribe are you? Or who do you belong to? When we came here, we're Zambian. When we came here, even, let me say on a general perspective, we're African. You know, you might be from Equatorial Guinea, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, wherever that you come from, but the fact is that we are one. We're the same people. Like, with each level of exposure that you have, you begin to look beyond oh, wait, why should I hate my brother because of the language that he speaks, or because of the language that his forefathers spoke and my forefathers spoke, and because they had a clash? Why should I divide? Why should we be divided? You know, then it goes to a level where, like, okay, me and my brother come from the same continent. Why should we be arguing to say, oh no, my country is better, mine is better, when we are in this land where we're different? And again, it goes to another level where you look beyond race. Okay, we cannot ignore the fact. For me, my opinion is that, yes, of course, different places are characterized by different cultures. But these differences were not meant to compete or to fight or to be in contention against each other, but we were meant to complement one another. Let's look at the rainbow, for example. It's got red, it's got orange, it's got yellow, green, blue, violet, all these colors. And these colors come together to make something beautiful. I believe even with our differences in culture, our differences in social class, our differences in religion, our differences in race, it wasn't meant that we be in competition or that we fight. We were meant to complement each other to create a beautiful rainbow. But why do we stand divided? You know, people might bring up things like, oh no, religion. I've grown up Christian much of my life, and nowhere in the teachings of the Bible does it speak about hatred. The Bible, in fact, the basic fundamental teachings of Christianity is love, because it describes God himself as love. I do not know much about Islam, but I have interacted with Muslim people and I have gotten to know them. And from what I know is the Quran teaches on peace and on love. But why is it we are having us clashing, we're having us fighting? I just wanted to address this. Why should we be divided?